Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I have some major breaking news here, guys. We've got some extreme escalation here going on in the Middle East. So we have a brand new report just coming out that an Israeli airstrike supposedly destroyed a building in Damascus, Syria, the capital. Okay, and this building is supposedly an Iranian consulate, and it's supposedly right in between an Iranian embassy and the Canadian embassy. So this building, when it was destroyed, we have word here that there were three high-ranking members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, three brigadier generals, as far as I know, have been killed in this airstrike, and we've got dozens more that were wounded. There was many more other IRGC members in this building at the time, and this is Israel directly attacking Iran now. So this is huge news because I just reported, what was it, yesterday or the day before, I had just put out a video that Israel announced that they were going to be expanding their operations against Hezbollah and going after them directly. They were going to switch from a defensive posture to an offensive posture and pursue Hezbollah directly. And if you all know this, Hezbollah is directly linked to Iran. They are a proxy group for Iran, and the IRGC, the Quds force, is a branch of Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps that operates throughout Syria. Now, this is really huge here because the main brigadier general that was killed here, his name is Mohammad Reza Zahedi, and Mohammad Reza Zahedi is responsible for transferring arms directly from Iran over to Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they use Syria as a pathway to bring these arms through the country and get them over to Hezbollah, which then Hezbollah fires rockets and missiles and whatever they might be launching into Israel. And now we've got word here that Israel supposedly struck this building. So this is huge news here, guys. And we've got Iran coming out immediately. The foreign minister announcing that they're going to respond harshly here. Now, what will they exactly do? We'll have to see. Will they respond with conventional weapons? It's possible. Or will we most likely see like a major cyber attack on Israel or something like that? That's probably more likely. But regardless, what this has done here is this has dragged Iran more into the conflict of what's going on with Israel right now, because Israel's mostly been battling against Iran's proxies with Hamas, with Hezbollah, partially the Houthis now too. So now Iran is getting dragged more into this, and it's going to prompt Iran to launch some sort of attack on Israel or respond to this situation. So this is really huge news. I've got several things to show you, so I want to get right into this. First, I have a video here. This is from Fox News, and I want you guys to see this. It's just a little short 40-second clip of them talking about this event. They can just kind of sum up everything for you in 40 seconds to let you know what's going on. So let's take a look at this.
Now, if this is confirmed by the Iranians, we should be very clear what took place here. According to reports, an Israeli airstrike took out one of the top Iranian generals in the Middle East, targeting a facility linked to the Iranian embassy in Damascus, Syria. This is one of the most significant developments of the conflict so far, and it will have repercussions across the Middle East. We are waiting to hear from Iranian officials in Tehran. The Israeli military has not yet commented on the strike. And again, we are sourcing this information to Syrian state media. But the latest information that we have, Mohammad Zahedi, this top Iranian general, appears to have been killed in an Israeli strike. Now, if this is confirmed...
Okay, so as you can see there, he says this is going to bring major repercussions throughout the Middle East. This is definitely going to escalate tensions immensely here. If things were not already bad, they're going to get 10 times worse now that Iran is most likely going to start get more involved here with what's going on with Israel, and it's only going to flare tensions more across the Middle East. So I wanted you to see that to understand here the significance of this strike and how important this is going to be. This is going to be an inflection point. Didn't I just say that? I just told all of you that just yesterday or the day before, that we were reaching an inflection point here, that things were going to shift especially after Israel is announcing that they're going to go after Hezbollah directly. We're starting to see this type of response with Russia attacking Ukraine as well. Many of these wars are at an inflection point right now, and they're starting to expand, and that's what we are seeing here. This is going to be an expansion of war, and the Middle East is going to begin to explode here and go into chaos like it has many times in the past. So we're seeing that happen all over again. So let me show you this on the BBC. Israel accused of deadly strike on an Iranian consulate in Syria. Now, again, I'm still trying to confirm 100% whether this actually is an Iranian consulate. That's what I'm hearing from multiple sources. But then I'm also hearing that this is a building in between the Iranian embassy and the Canadian embassy. So as far as I know, it's an Iranian consulate. Okay, so at least 5 people have been killed in an Israeli strike on the Iranian consulate building in Syria's capital, Damascus, Iran ambassador says. Senior Revolutionary Guards Commander Brigadier General Mohammad Reza Zahedi was among the dead, according to Iranian state TV. Iran and Syria's foreign ministers condemned the attack, which destroyed the multi-story building next to the Iranian embassy in the Meza district. The Israeli military said it did not comment on foreign media reports, but this can only be seen as a serious escalation. Look at that, serious escalation. The Israelis appear to be testing the resolve of the Iranians and also their allies, Hezbollah, who have already been fighting a war in northern Israel and in Lebanon. This is a signal from the Israelis that they are serious about increasing the pressure on their enemies, and they are looking for the fact that both Iran and Hezbollah have not been pushing as hard as some might expect. It is a challenge. They are seeing if Iran and Hezbollah are going to push back. There will be a response, but it may not be the response that people might be expecting. Rather than missiles, it may be some sort of cyber attack. Israeli aircraft targeted the consulate building from the direction of the occupied Golan Heights at about 1700 hours local time on Monday, Syria's defense ministry said. Photos and videos from the scene showed smoke and dust rising from the remains of the collapsed building and emergency services at the scene. The Iranian embassy next door did not appear to have sustained any significant damage. Iranian state TV reported the death of Brigadier General Zahedi, whom it identified as the senior commander of the Revolutionary Guard's overseas operation arm, the Quds force. Iran's semi-official Tasnim news agency reported that the 63-year-old served as a senior commander for the Quds force in Syria and Lebanon. Zahedi's aide, also this gentleman right here, was taken out. This was, I believe, another general, but it was one of his aides. Mohammed Hadi Haji Rahimi was also killed in the strike, according to Tasnim. The UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, which relies on a network of sources on the ground in Syria, reported that 8 people were killed, a high-ranking leader of the Quds force, 2 Iranian advisors, and 5 members of the Revolutionary Guards. A White House spokeswoman said U.S. President Joe Biden was aware of the reports and that his team is looking into it. So, very big news here. Absolutely crazy. There's a picture here, and here's where the building was standing at before it was destroyed. Okay? So, the Syrian Defense Ministry said air defenses shot down some of the missiles they launched, but others made it through and destroyed the entire building, killing and injuring everyone inside, the ministry said. So, we could have dozens of people here that were killed that were inside this building because the building completely collapsed. The ministry said work was underway to recover the bodies and rescue the wounded from beneath the rubble, without saying how many casualties they were or naming any of them. Syria's Foreign Minister Faisal Mekdad said he strongly condemned what he called the heinous terrorist attack, adding that it had killed a number of innocent people. In a telephone conversation with Mr. Mekdad, Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian described the strike as a violation of all international obligations and conventions and blamed the consequences of this action on the Zionist regime, the Iranian Foreign Ministry said. So the Zionist regime is Israel. They were blaming this and saying it's a violation of international obligation and conventions from Israel, okay? This is major, major news. This is basically like, in a way, saying this is an attack on their sovereignty and integrity of their nation. He also stressed the need for a serious response by the international community. So Israel is definitely going off the rails here, and just like I reported, They said they were going to be expanding their operations and going after Hezbollah directly. But interesting enough, they're actually going after Iran. So maybe, I don't know, what are they trying to do here? Are they trying to provoke Iran and get Iran involved in this war? It really seems like Israel, the leadership in Israel, really wants a war in the Middle East because they're continuing to fight Hezbollah. They don't want to back down on Hamas in the Gaza Strip. They want to eliminate them. It seems to me like they want to go after the entire network of Iran's, web of all these proxy groups. Okay, it seems like they want to go after all of them. They're willing to go after Hezbollah. They're willing to go after Hamas. Now the IRGC Quds force. They want to eliminate everybody, is what it seems like here to me. And this is only going to get us closer to a war, a major, broader war in the Middle East. Now that Israel has destroyed this building here, this is going to bring major escalation. Expect a harsh response here, just like Iran said they're going to do. So I want to show you this as well. Okay, this is on X. This is from Ozin T Defender. It says a building between the Iranian and Canadian embassy in the Syrian capital of Damascus has been targeted and totally destroyed this morning by an Israeli airstrike, with the building reported to possibly contain high-ranking members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps. So this post came out earlier this morning before more information came out. But I wanted to show you this video here too. This is a video of the destruction of the building. This photo is the one that we had here on this page. But I want to show you this video. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so this is a really long video. I just wanted to show you some of this here to show you the destruction. The camera quality is obviously not too great either. It's very fuzzy looking, but we can see here in this video that this building clearly has been destroyed. It has completely collapsed. And again, there's dozens of people that were probably in this building. Many of them were IRGC members, the Islamic Revolutionary Guards. Quds Force members were in this building. And I'm going to be showing you something here in a second that there's a possibility that three brigadier generals were killed here from the IRGC Quds Force. Okay, so let me get this up here for you, and we're going to take a look at this as well. And this is really big news again. So let's take a look at this here too. This is also from Ozin T Defender. This is a later update, came out a couple hours after his last post that I just showed you. Iranian state media has now confirmed that in addition to Mohammad Reza Zahedi, so this was the main guy that got killed, the main general, and then Mohammad Haji Rahim, which is his aide, Zahedi's aide. Also, Brigadier General Hossein Amirollah, okay, Hossein Amirollah, the chief of the general staff for the IRGC's Quds Force in Syria and Lebanon, was also killed in the Israeli strike on Damascus, with it now appearing that at least 3 brigadier generals were eliminated in today's strike. Absolutely huge. There has been so many there's been so many strikes here that I haven't even been able to report. That's how many of these top leaders, top generals of even Hezbollah, okay? Israel just took out a Hezbollah top senior official. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I didn't even have a chance to report on that, but I'll share that with you now. And this has happened so much, okay, throughout the last probably 4 or 5 months now. Israel has taken out all of these generals from Hezbollah and now the IRGC Quds Force. So this is going to put a lot of pressure on Iran to do something here and to get involved, because Iran obviously they fund these groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis and Hamas. They fund all of them. They fund them with weapons, but they have yet themselves to actually get involved in any of the fighting. Really, all they're really doing is just giving their weapons and aid to these groups like the Irgc Quds force here. And Israel has been completely annihilating all of these top senior commanders of these different groups here. I've just been seeing this consistently happen so much lately, and it's absolutely mind-boggling that Israel has been able to do this. But at the end of the day, what this is going to do is going to push Iran much closer to the fight. Okay, I think that's what this is really going to do here. And remember that Iran has the much bigger guns here. Okay, they hand a lot of their weaponry over to Hezbollah, the RGC Quds Force, and the Yemen Houthis, but they have a lot of firepower themselves as well. And Iran is a major superpower here, and also, as far as we know, very close to having nuclear weapons and could already have them right now. So we'll have to see what this response is going to be, but I believe that this is going to be a major escalation here. I don't think this will just be a simple response here and then it'll be over with. I think this is going to be something big here, and we're going to find out probably over the next couple days what will happen. I'm going to monitor this situation very closely, and as soon as more information comes out, I will report on it as soon as I possibly can to get that out there to you, because I know this is a very tense situation here and things are about to pop off. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Share your thoughts and concerns on this situation. If you enjoyed this update, please smash that like button on the video, and also please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy my content here. Hit the notification bell as well. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope you all have a great day. Be safe out there, everybody. Take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.